Lucy, you can't just take off. You drove this whole way.
I have to go.
No, please, don't go anywhere. We're gonna go with you.
What? Not yet, Aaron. We don't even have the certificate. The Justice of the Peace just went to get it.
Well, I'm afraid your marriage isn't quite legal yet. Mr. and Mrs. Snyder, I'm sorry, but there was a misprint on the license.
Okay, so then what do we do to make it legal again?
Just sign another license. Unless you changed your mind in the last few minutes.
What do we need to sign?
This way, please.
Aaron. I can still get out of this.
Yeah, but Allison's still gonna be pregnant. And I'm still gonna be the father. Lucy, please stay here. Don't move. I'm gonna be right back, okay? Please stay.
My darling man, I am not going home simply because you want me there more than you want me here. Paul needs me to be here. I want to be here for him. Why can't you understand that?
Because you haven't explained why you can't bring yourself to leave the side of that poster boy for self-pity.
Everyone thinks he poisoned Rose. And of course he didn't do it.
Well, yes, and of course you, his new bestest friend, feel obligated to show your support.
What is wrong with that?
Because you're being worked, Bob. Played like a tuba. He is a junkie for attention, and this time it happens to be you, who just happened to be my wife. Right now, Lucy's at home with a broken heart over Aaron. Now, what if Rose takes a turn for the worse here?
Then Paul will need a friend more than ever.
Rosanna, your family. Lucy and Cabot and I need you. Now, Lord knows it is awful what happens to Rose, but despite that, and despite your friend's mommy issues, tonight we need you a little more than he does.
Hey! What do you mean you don't care if Rose dies? Molly, your own husband was murdered. How could you possibly wish that on... I thought I knew you.
Thought you did too. I mean, to think that just because I can't stand Rose, you immediately jump to the conclusion that I did something to her. What's that about? And just because I have a problem with the fact that the girl spent the night before her wedding with Dusty and then still comes out a victim.
So that's what this is about. You're ticked because Rose spent the night with some guy you're hot for?
Yep. That's my problem. You completely figured me out. So they proved that she was poisoned? What'd they use?
Thought you didn't care.
That's right. I keep forgetting. I don't. I have to find out what they know.
Mom, what did you do?
Nothing.
And what did you mean by the police never being able to prove that Paul poisoned Rose?
You know what, Jennifer? You have to stop being so literal. It's just that whenever anything goes wrong in this town, the police always come after me or someone in my family. And I'm not gonna let Hal spin his little web of conspiracy around me or Paul or anyone. It would be different if he had found something, but of course he didn't. And of course, does that stop Hal? No, of course it doesn't.
The thing is, the police are going to be searching Paul next. I know it. The things he said to Rose at the church, they were so vicious and everybody heard. If Rose dies...
You know, Jen, don't even go there. Because I will run interference with Hal, with the DA, with whomever. I promise you this. Rose D'Angelo will never hurt this family again. Alive or dead.
Rose. No. Rose, stay with me. Stay with my voice, okay? Maybe don't leave me.
Hey, you, she needs you. What's happening here?
I don't. Rose said she wanted to talk to Dusty, and then I don't know.
Lily, let the doctors go in.
She was talking. She was doing better. She was doing much better.
You can't stay with her. You're doing no good listening in the way of people who are trying to help.
You gotta stop. She's in cardiac arrest. We're trying to stabilize her. Give us a break, will you?
Oh, please don't let my sister die.
Our family always comes first with me.
Then you should understand how much Lucy needs you tonight.
Lucy probably isn't even home right now.
Why not?
Because she told me she wanted to go look for Aaron to tell him about Rose.
She what?
She probably didn't even go. I mean, Aaron and Allison went somewhere. I don't know where. What, is she not answering?
No. She's probably off crying her eyes out somewhere. All right, stay. I gotta get home.
Great. I think you're a wonderful father. I do. Don't you understand why I need to stay here?
No.
Paul has no one here for him. Can't you imagine how that must feel?
No. But I don't wear fragrance either. Look. If this was you in that emergency room and your life was hanging in the balance, it wouldn't matter who else was here. No words would penetrate. Because my every breath, my every thought would be focused on keeping you with me.
You win.
What about, you know who?
He'll call if he needs me.
Yeah. And you'll come running?
Only if all is well on the home front. Okay? Come on, let's go find Lucy.
Luce! Lucy!
She left.
Yeah, she was really hurt. Look, we gotta get home now.
No, but I thought that we were still spending a couple days away like we planned.
Allison, Rose is my aunt. And if she's as sick as everybody's saying, I think Holden and Lily are gonna want me at the hospital around the clock, okay? So we gotta go. Look, what about my little brother and sister? Look, I have to be home to help out.
You just want to go back because of Lucy.
Yeah, that's a part of it, but I still need to go home, Allie.
Okay, so then we'll check into a hotel, and we'll sleep in, and then
Allison, we're going home. And we're going home now.
What did you do? I told you to stay away from her.
Swear to you, I didn't do this. I would never do anything to her.
Why don't you speak the truth, huh? You made your way back in there to finish what you started.
No, hey, you know what? Let's take a walk, okay? No, I'm not going anywhere until John Dixon comes out here and says that Rose is all right.
What are you gonna do? You gonna let him... Are you gonna stand there and let him call the shots? Haven't you figured out yet that he wants Rose dead?
All right.
Okay.
Well, that's enough for you. Both go in the lockup. Dusty, you with me. Jack, you take care of that. We're gonna take that walk.
Let's go. Let's go.
Bob just... She went into cardiac arrest.
Yeah, they're in there with her now.
But they know the poison that she had, and they said that the poison isn't always fatal, and she's gonna be okay. You know, she's very strong. You know, Rose, she's a fighter. She's gonna be all right.
John? Well, how is she?
The acidosis in her blood is increasing.
What the hell does that mean, John?
That the poison is moving faster than we can. That her internal organs are shutting down.
Well, you gotta stop that, John. You please, you gotta stop that.
John.
It's one little marriage license. What is taking so long?
Aaron, I'm feeling kind of sick. Can't we just go back in the morning? I'll feel a lot better.
Well, I wouldn't be too sure about that. You know, our kid hates mornings.
I wanted to tell you I scheduled the sonogram for 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Well, I'm sorry, but I can't make it.
Why not?
Because what's going on inside of my body is none of your business.
It is if the child is mine.
What's wrong? Why are you looking all weird? You want me to walk you to the...
You're a good guy, you know that?
Hey, come on.
I don't want to go home and face those people. Can't we just please, please, please just spend the night?
I can't.
Okay, well then maybe I could just stay here myself, and I can go back tomorrow when I'm just feeling better.
In a strange town? Is that what you really want to do? Allie, what if something happens to the baby? Who's going to take care of you?
I don't know.
Exactly. Look, we got married to prove to everybody that we are capable of being good parents. I mean, let's not blow this by, like, hiding out. Like we have something to be ashamed of.
Mr. and Mrs. Snyder, sorry for the delay. You're all set. You may want to look it over.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Look, we're in a hurry, okay?
Newlyweds always are. Enjoy the rest of your lives together.
Okay, thanks a lot. See you later, Speedy.
Mom, you're out of control.
You don't like Rose either,
But I don't wish her dead, Mother.
Whatever happens, happens.
If you really want to help Paul, you better pray that Rose recovers. Because if she doesn't, they're going to come after Paul next.
They can try.
Enough. I'm going to call the hospital, see how Rose is doing.
Someday they'll thank me for cleaning up their messes.
I mean, don't you check out the fiance or the husband first, huh?
That's why Jack's looking at Paul and I'm here looking at you.
Why don't we look at the facts? He just proved in church, in front of family, in front of friends, he hates Rose D'Angelo. That's worth looking at, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of obvious for somebody who supposedly poisoned her, don't you think? I mean, why not go through with the wedding? Rose collapses after the vows. He's a happy husband, heartbroken, but home free. I mean, if he's gonna kill her, why dump her?
Rose spent the night before the wedding with me. Paul Ryan is a jealous, angry guy.
Maybe you should fill me in, Dusty.
She had proof. She had proof that Paul fit in her life. She was scared. She didn't know what to do, so I spent the night taking care of her. She didn't want to be alone.
And you also wanted to talk her out of marrying Paul, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But she went through with the ceremony anyway, didn't she?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I guess she I don't know, doesn't realize that I love her like I do, I guess.
Didn't you tell her that you loved her?
Not enough, no. No, not nearly enough. I didn't.
You gotta let me see Rose. Jack, Dusty's in there now. He's telling her that I tried to kill her.
Did you?
Jack, do you remember what it felt like when you found out about my concordance?
No, this isn't about
You
me.
answer my question. How did you feel? You were hurt, right? Were you angry?
Obviously.
Were you angry enough to kill her? Well, there's your answer, Jack. No, I didn't try and kill Rose. What I did to her, hurting her in front of everybody like that was the only violence on my agenda. I wanted to hurt her. I wanted to cut her out of my life so completely that there was no way that I could go back. Even as I did it, I knew. I could see that my words, they were hurting her, and I loved her. And I threw the ring down, and I loved her, and I turned around and I walked away, and I knew that I'd made a mistake. And I gotta go.
No, you want to get yourself thrown in jail?
Why can't you just help me?
Help you? I am helping you. By keeping you away from Rose. You have words with Lily, you fight with Dusty, and you're out of here. That last chance you want at patching things up with Rose, gone.
What if I don't get another chance?
You're in a chapel. Pray that doesn't happen.
No.
What? What's going on?
John and Dr. Daniels want me to say goodbye to my sister. They want me to write her off the same way that they have.
Lily, we're doing all we can.
Can I have a minute alone?
I can't do it. I can't say goodbye to her.
Then
I just
don't.
can't.
Listen, don't. Just be with her. You know, like if you were running into her at Java or the Roller Palace or something like that. Just be with her. Talk to her about hair or clothes or Jersey. Talk to her about Jersey.
Yeah, she'd like that. She can make fun of me.
Good, so let her, you know, because laughing's good. Lily, and because the doctors aren't always right. And who knows, maybe she'll surprise all of us. And she'll be here tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that.
I am.
So don't waste this precious time yelling at John, okay, when you can spend it with her. Okay?
You're right. Thank you. You're right. You are.
Oh.
Just giving John Dixon a hard time. Don't be too hard on those doctors, Lily. They just brought me back from the dead. So, this fall she said you're planning to get my pop.
Sure did. You know, I like to throw money around.
You could get those dead presidents a hernia the way you squeeze them. Thanks for teaching me.
Rose, I think that maybe Lucinda and I ought to leave before we wear you out.
I'd like to see you try. You know, I loved a lot of men in my life, Holden Snyder, but nobody could beat you. Why'd you come back when your wife's not around?
You're on.
Oh, Rose. I love you.
I always did like you best. Oh, well, that's only because it's only me first.
Hold on. Hey, I'm really sorry about Rose. I heard she was poisoned. Do they know what with?
Yeah, methanol. And it's too late for an antidote. Look, Lucinda is off calling the family, so I'm gonna go and help her out.
I understand. One more question. I'm sorry to ask this, but I thought I would catch Dusty here. Has he been around?
Yeah, he's around somewhere. He and Paul got into it again, and Jack and Hal had to pull him off. He put him in separate corners.
Thanks. I'll find him. Well, I really am sorry about Rose.
I'm trying to fight. I'm trying. want to die. Then I won't let you.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
I just said I'm not doing the sonogram. Can't you just believe me? This isn't your baby.
I guess we'll find out in the morning.
I need one. What do you want? I'll get you anything, whatever you need.
Listen, I'm gonna go check up on Nanny and the baby and let you work your magic.
Actually, I think we should trade.
Yeah, but whenever she's all crying about Aaron, I usually make things worse.
Well, don't do that.
Daddy.
What? Tell me.
Aaron and Allison,
What? What got you so upset?
I saw them. They got married. They got married. Now she's not only having his baby, she's his wife. Isn't it awful?
Oh, yeah. That's awful.
What did you find out?
They're not sure if Rose is gonna live through the night. I have to get back to the hospital and be there for Paul. I don't know what this will do to him if Rose dies. Where are you going?
My son needs me.
So you can go off on Rose in front of everyone? No, that's not what Paul needs right now. Mom, the best thing you can do is stay away.
Sorry, honey. I can't do that. There's far too much at stake.
Well, could you do me a favor, Jack? Could you at least go see Rose and find out how she is?
And what will you be doing?
I'll sit right here. I will. Believe me, the last thing I want to do is give you an opportunity to throw me in jail.
See that you don't.
Okay, Father. You have to save Rose.
No, I don't think so.
I didn't mean you. You just go away.
What's all this moaning and weeping? What's wrong with you, huh? Don't forget this was your plan all along. No Rose, a roseless life.
This is not my plan, this was your plan. You forced me to misjudge Rose, and now she's hurt. Why couldn't you just leave me alone?
Because you're my son. I've always looked after you, haven't I? And all along, you knew I was right about Rose. She wants Dustin, even now, even on her deathbed.
She's not gonna die. Do you hear me? She is not. She's not gonna die.
You're sure that Paul is guilty?
I'm telling you, I grew up with a kid. You gotta arrest him right now, and you have to go let me see Rose, please.
Why should I do that?
Because she wants to see me. Does Lily even know where we are right now?
I'll check with Lily about you going back, but you stay put until you hear otherwise. or I'll have you thrown out of this hospital, Dusty.
You tell Rose that I love her. And she's got to know that I love her, all right?
I won't let you die, Rose. I'm so glad to hear you say that. Because in this town, what Lily Snyder says goes. And don't you forget it. I need you to pull some strings for me, okay? I need you to find Mitzi and you tell her that I forgive her. For what? She'll know. Tell her that I love her. That she'll always be my friend, and you make sure that nothing happens to her, you promise? How about this? I will promise to take care of Mitzi until you're well enough to take care of her yourself. Okay? You just said it. Mitzi needs you. She loves you, and you love her. My kids need you. Their Aunt Rose. And I need you. I found my other half in you. Better. It's true. You're never afraid of anything. You're never afraid of what people think about you. You just go after your passion. And I've learned so much from you. You know that I'm a better person because I found you in my life. Hey. I mean, we're cut from the same cloth. I'm a little rougher than you, but we'll always be a part of each other. Now, wait, don't... No, Rose, now don't talk like you're leaving me. We started together in the same egg, you know? Things like time and distance and death, they can't keep us apart. We'll always be together. Right here.
You love Rose? You got a hell of a way of
You
showing...
don't know what you're talking about. Shut up.
You don't care what damage you did to her, Dusty. This is all about you. Your ego. You want her close. You don't want to let her out of your life. But you can't let her get too close. Because no woman gets to be too sure of Dusty Donovan.
Also, we're talking about you. We're talking about you?
No. I'm just the woman you slept with while you couldn't have the woman you loved. And then you destroyed her.
Paul did that.
No.
Not me.
No.
Not
you.
me.
You did it, Dusty. Who broke them up, huh? Who kept them from getting married 6 months ago and living happily ever after? Don't kid yourself, Stud. You were the one that brought poison into Rose's life, you. So if she dies, you get to live with that. I guess I'm lucky I'm the one you didn't love.
What do you want? What do you want? I'll get you anything, whatever you need. Rose, come on, Rose. Please, anything but that. You need to fight. You need your strength to get better. And I just need to tell him something before it's too late, please.
I'll do whatever it takes. I'll beg for her forgiveness. I will find it. The rest of my life, I'll make this up to her. And you will rot in your jail cell until you finally have the good grace to go rot in hell.
You'll miss me when I'm gone.
No. Rose D'Angelo will be my wife. Be my wife. And we'll have a yard and a dog and 1,000 anniversaries, and you know, when you're gone, I will finally have something in my life that I haven't had it in so long I've forgotten what it feels like.
You'll have a boring, listless life.
I'll have happiness. All right. I know I got no right to ask for this. But you let Rose get through this. And I swear to you, I'll spend the rest of my life making it up to her. I'll spend the rest of my life proving how much I love her.
Rose wants to see you.
Paul, she's in very bad shape.
Rose is gonna get better.
You're making a habit of showing up places you aren't invited.
I hate you.
Philip's daughter tried to hurt you. Maybe you're back to make him pay.
He's been having hallucinations. He sees you.
What do you think I'm doing? You think I'm gaslighting him? I am real.
No, you're not!
Guiding Light, weekdays on CBS, the #1 daytime network.
How are you doing?
Better. Just a little depressed about Aaron. Nothing new.
He married Alice.
When did this happen?
Tonight. That address you gave me was for a justice of the peace.
Oh, sweetheart, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I guess I kind of knew that's what they were going to do. Just had to see for myself to really believe it. So, what's going on at the hospital? How's Rose?
Oh, well, I just checked in with Carly while I was upstairs. Rose isn't doing well, Lucy.
No. Well, we have to go back to the hospital. We have to do something. We can't just stay here. We have...
Aaron will probably be there,
Anything I can do to help?
I was just looking for my mom because I have really great news. Aaron and I just got married.
You're kidding. Why?
Why do you think, Chris? Aaron and I are having a baby.
Allison, this is crazy, okay? You don't just rush into marriage. I mean, you're not even sure that Aaron's the father.
That's what I keep trying to tell you, Chris. I am sure. And you're not the father, and you're not my husband, so why don't you just stop with all of these tests and sonograms, because I'm married now, and you don't have any say on what goes on with my baby.
You know what? I'll be sure to congratulate Aaron first thing in the morning. Don't be late.
No, that's what I just said. I'm not doing the sonogram.
You know, you want me to back off? You want to get rid of me? This is how you do it.
Can't you just believe me? This isn't your baby.
I guess we'll find out in the morning.
Somebody's got to pay for what happened to Rose.
Rose. I'm so sorry.
was wrong. I didn't know what I understand now. No. I'm gonna find a way to make this up to you.
I loved you.
I know.
Why did you do this to me?
Oh, Rose, I didn't do this to you.
Rose? Get away from her. Get away from her. Get away from her. Just stay away from her. You hear me? Rose!
Cold blue! Cold blue! John, what's going on? John!
He's gone.
I'm sorry.
What do we do? Now, we say goodbye to our friend, and then we find out who murdered her.
Next week on As the World Turns.
Why did you cancel the sonogram?
What sonogram?
The one that is going to determine whether the baby is mine.
Damn. If you and Paul had just left her alone and not put her through this, she would still be alive today. There's no hero in this story, just two selfish men.